Are you a fan of iZotope plugins, but you find them to be rather expensive? Well, times have changed. What's going on, guys? DJAve here, and I wanted to talk about iZotope's new service plan, their subscription-based service called the Producers Club. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons and how do I feel and walk you through some of the service plans, but I definitely want to point your attention to the link in the description box to a few of iZotope's reviews that I've done on this channel, and you'll see that they have ravishing reviews, meaning that they are extremely good. And I want to see and hear from you guys in the comment section. How do you feel about subscription-based models such as this, or for whatever type of service that you have? And I'll break it down in the pros and cons part of the video. So let's go ahead and start. And before I even start, I forgot to say that one lucky winner will get a subscription service from iZotope for free. That sounds good, right? Let's begin. So I have the link in the description box just in case you want to check it out. It's free to check it out at least. So we're going to explore the 4 producers membership here. And it says, become a better producer with essential industry standard plugins plus exclusive tutorials and courses in Producer Club. So that is some of the things that you will get. And it says a 7-day free trial. So if you want to check it out, hey, it's good to go. And then $19.99 a month. And I'm pretty sure that they might have an annual fee. Let's go ahead and learn more there and see what's going on. So it says free 7-day trial again. Become a better producer with Producer Club. And yeah, you see all the plugins for what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, Neuton is fire, Nectar is fire, Vocal Synth is fire if you want to do different things with your vocals. Ozone is fire for mastering. Neoverb, tonal balance control, not visited enough on YouTube at all, if the case may be, and it's really good if you want to mix your tracks very well and get a certain kind of vibe. Other things included royalty-free sample packs, Berkeley online lessons, which is very impressive for $19.99 a month. If you want to learn more about music production, you got exclusivity in that, exclusive content. I saw that they had Reese Stephan, I believe that's his name, the puppet master himself. And don't get it twisted, guys. Just because he rambles around with a puppet, the content is really good. And how often do you hear me co-sign a content creator? Yeah, he's good. And I think the biggest seller is the updates, because one thing that iZotope does very well is the updates. But regardless of that, they are some really good plugins. I will stand by Ozone all day, every day. Neuton Pro, really good. Neoverb, I haven't explored it as hard as I could, but I don't use reverb like that. But something like Vocal Synth and Nectar, which is a vocal chain plugin, man, please just check out my review on Nectar 3, and I'll have more videos on that as well. I seen my Ableton Live video took off, and I used Nectar 3 on that. So yeah, check it out. And probably the heavyweight that nobody really cares about, which would be tonal balance control. And that's one of the things that I will focus on extremely hard. And relay. Melodyne's in the building with this too as well. But yeah, there are a lot of things that you can take from these different services and use to your ability. And here goes Reed right here. They're showing off his channel right now, but he gives you exclusive tutorials. And I'm gonna tell you right now, extremely good, talented engineer, and obviously a talented YouTube personality. And I co-sign his content. So let's get to the meat of it all. If you was to do the Producers Club, well, you see it's $19.99 a month, and then it is $200 annually. So either way, check it out, see what it is for you. Again, you're saving, it's versus $200 a year versus paying, I don't know, maybe $2,000 to own it all out. But you have the option to do that. But yeah, you might find this to be a little easier on you, especially if you're an engineer that's starting out and you want to play around with tools. Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to go by. Now, for the people that watch this entire video and want to win that subscription, I have a question for you. Pop quiz! What was iZotope's first plugin, and which company did they collaborate with to do this plugin? I want to know. I know the answer. Leave it in the comments below. So, tell me how you feel about this video. I definitely want to weigh in with my hot takes here. Deep thoughts that are going to come out. So, we all have subscription-based services. Most of my subscription-based services are apps like HBO Max, Netflix. I even have a subscription-based service for playing the guitar. It's called Musician. But it's all about if it brings utility or joy or entertainment to you. Now, I'm not trying to force anybody into getting a subscription plan, but one of the things that I find endearing about the iZotope plan is that it's very, very cheap to get involved with this and be able to cut it off. You know, you can do it either monthly, you could do it annually, and so forth. And that's one of the things that I want to make sure that you understand as well. I'm a huge fan of Nectar 3. And the biggest thing that I like about iZotope's plan is, well, iZotope walks the walk when it comes to their upgrades and stuff like that. And you get to save because, man, one of the biggest issues that I had with iZotope for a while was, hey, man, they would come with the thunder with different versions of iZotope Ozone. And we saw how the AI service begin with iZotope, and they bring probably the best AI to the game, especially when you are an engineer. And if you're a music producer that may not mix very well. And you see other companies starting to do this, but they don't bring the quality that iZotope brings with their easy to use plugins and then their well in-depth stuff. And also you get tutorials and stuff like that, just in case you might want to learn something a little deeper than pressing one button and getting a preset, because like I always say, it's not about it's not about a preset. It's about what you do to it to make the song great. And even with that being said, like I talked to a lot of really big time engineers, and when they say, oh man, this is great and this is kind of like phenomenal, you can see kind of the worry, but also the relief from them, because hey, if you've been doing it for a while and you have like a vocal chain like Nectar 3, and all you have to do is hit the master assistant or the mix assistant, and you instantly get something that you can work with, make a few adjustments real quick, and boom, you're on with your business there. And I have a few videos that I'm gonna do in the near future where I will talk more about Nectar 3 and Ozone and so forth. But it's very good that they give you a whole entire subscription with a gang of plugins, all their elite plugins at that. And yeah, they have their place there. So I guess the only con that I really have for the iZotope producer deal or whatnot is, well, guess what? If you purchase the subscription plan, and like all subscription plans, well, you're gonna spend a little bit more money. You know, at net, you'll spend about a couple of $1,000s, which not everybody has. So yeah, over time, it will go past $1,000. I mean, I want to be kind of transparent about that as much as possible, just in case some people don't understand money. But I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section on how you feel about this, because yeah, it's something worth talking about, especially if you're a music producer and you've been using other services as well. How do you feel?
Nintendo.